Civilization.
These boys greet their dad as though they are genuinely glad to see him, as though they had really missed being away from him during the day and are anxious to talk to him.
See you at dinner. I'm going to emotionally
I'm going to go drink and ignore your accomplishments, son. Have a nice day.
Notice how Mother seems to become angry herself because of Jeff's anger. Perhaps she shouldn't.
Get your mom a pack of cigarettes. Now make sure they're light because she's pregnant.
I'm going to go smoke some pipe tobacco, and when I come back out here, I'm going to punch you over a slight misunderstanding.
They know there'd be unpleasant consequences from society.
And now there's not. So now we're fucked, and now everything's falling apart. Yay!
Nothing bad's going to happen if we do this. 9/11 has entered the chat. And the problem is that then the boomers let you overcorrect so far the other way, you know, where it's like, yeah, I don't care, cut your dick off.
And you're like, whoa!
Hey, hold on.
The women of this family seem to feel that they owe it to the men of the family to look relaxed, rested, and attractive at dinner time. Doesn't that sound exciting to you?
Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time. Here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Hi, everybody. It's Revenge of the Sis. What's up? It's your boys. It's Monday. It's 91 degrees out. Does not feel like it. There is zero humidity. It feels amazing outside.
I went walking yesterday around Epcot, and it was like 87 degrees. In the shade, it was great. In the sun, it still really sucked, though.
Dude, today, out in the sun, walking into 7-Eleven, and I was like, it feels nice and cool out. And then I checked my thermometer on the way in. I'm like, 91 degrees. Dude, you cannot, if you've not lived in Florida, you cannot even imagine how bad humidity can get down here.
Well, you know why that is, right? I had a heart-to-heart with a plant like Mark Wahlberg did in The Happening. I had a heart-to-heart, and I was like, hey.
He's like, hey, wait a minute. This thing's made of plastic.
Yeah. Oh, God, that movie. By the way, please watch that riff. It was very fun to do because it was such a bad movie, and it kind of just ends.
Yeah.
It kind of just ends.
I was only proud of the one line during that riff when he's talking to the plastic plant, and I'm like, the one who's disappointed in this conversation is the plastic
Of course.
talking to Mark Wahlberg. Hey, you ever think about opening up a burger place with your brothers? It's always been a dream to work with my brother.
Well, look, we've gotten some feedback from some people about. We've now been on YouTube for a week. At least half the show's on YouTube. Though the entire show's, of course, always on Rumble and Locals. But we're doing the first hour on YouTube now that we got our channel back, and a lot of people have been complaining, going like the show's watered down.
Which I don't agree. I think we are edgier than we've ever been.
Honestly, that's 100% true. And just to show you that, you know what? We don't care. We're not going to back down to the corporate overlords.
You know what I say to the executives at YouTube? I don't give a care.
Yeah. You know what? Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit.
Yeah. You know what? You could take your toss and shove it.
You darn tootin'.
That's right.
Guys, it's getting heckin' wild in here. I'm getting scared.
Yeah. You know what? Let me show you the kind of stories that you only see these kind of stories on BitChute and stuff.
Hey.
All right, if you're a fan.
Yeah.
Frick.
Don't.
Dude, come on, man.
Don't.
Bro, what the
We're
crud?
5 minutes into the show and you're already gonna do this?
You can't drop a frick. Now Tabor's gonna have to bleep that out.
Yeah, thanks. You're a real.
I live
you're
my
a
life
real
on the edge.
You're a real grade A jerk.
Hey,
Yeah.
guys.
We're getting fired up. I know.
The edge is still here.
I know.
Let's go.
All right, if you're a fan of Crocs, good news. Soon you'll be able to match
Hell yeah,
comfy
brother.
kicks with your dog. Crocs now introducing Pet Crocs later this month. It's in
Let's
partnership with
Go.
Oh, I'm so
Doggy
in for
Crocs.
Pet Crocs. Let's fucking go.
This right here, boys, this is how you take a nation back.
This is how it is. This is the culture war right here.
Florida dog coming to
That's
a
right.
coming to a house near you.
Virgie, now you and your doggy can matchies.
Look, I understand the bit we're trying to do here, but this is adorable as fuck, okay?
I will say,
Yeah.
it is also practical in that it wouldn't make sense for cats.
Yeah.
But a dog, you have to actually walk. And if you live somewhere like in Florida,
You
where
have to.
where
You'll
the
burn their
ground is,
feet.
yeah, they will literally. There's signs where I go, like where I go rucking, like around the lake, and there are signs like every 100 feet, like, yeah, if you're walking your dog here, put some on their feet. Like literally shows you the surface temperature of the ground, and it'll burn you. I mean, honestly, if you can't walk around bare feet on it, maybe don't walk your dog on it.
And for those that don't know what rucking is, it's going out in public and red rocketing every dog you see. So for those, that's a term.
While
that I was-
listening to Rucka Ali.
Okay, so you know him.
Bark, a pet supply company.
This
Part of
would
the
I would
annual
laugh if
Croctober
some
campaign,
if
which
some
includes a
trash
release-
bag from Florida had like jorts on and a tank top, and he was walking his dog, and they had matching Crocs on like on the hot ground. I'd go, okay, that's pretty cool.
Look how adorable that is.
on.
Look at little Crocs on that
Look at
guy.
a little pupper.
Piece of fan-inspired.
You know what, Jeff? Did they have little pin? You know how the Crocs, the adult
Yeah,
Crocs
little
have
bone pin.
Little bone pins. We got little bone pins for them.
products
Small
starting October
to large.
I love it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care how corny it makes me look. This is awesome to
Also
me.
says they cut it out underneath. It says glows in the bark.
It does. You can't see it, guys, but it does say underneath glows in the bark.
Because dogs.
It says, I less than 3 match my human.
My human.
I told you guys we weren't gonna.
And by the way,
to dial back the
for those
edge.
listening to the podcast, human is not spelled the way you think.
No, it's spelled the way a dog would write it. And it's in Comic Sans. It is.
We're back.
We're back and we're edgier than ever.
Ever. There are
Hell
people
yeah,
that
bro.
there are actually people that have been like, man, I honestly just stopped. Well, Rob Gavin's a great example. I just stopped watching your show since you weren't on YouTube anymore, and they come back and they go, oh, you guys are still around. I'm like, great, that's good to know.
Nice. It's nice to know.
Feels validating.
It's also a little bit of a lesson.
We learned.
Yes.
I think we all learned.
I think
a
we
lesson.
all learned
I think
some
we learned a
lessons.
lesson here. We
Yeah.
learned a lesson about being more ad friendly. I would like to say.
We learned a lesson about how it's better to play an arena than play a little dive bar.
Yeah, don't
You
get
know
me
what I mean?
wrong. The vibe in the dive bar is awesome.
Yeah, every once in a while, I love 2 feet of stage and only avail like 25 seats
Yeah,
in the
I
theater.
know
Listen,
That's exactly the
listen.
tweet.
Dan Cook's premium blend show was great, but his Vicious Circle made him money.
And Vicious Circle had a better vibe.
It's much better vibe, and people could see the circle.
So
Yeah, a much lumpier, a less lumpy vibe. If you
Right.
it's the difference between doing a 700 seat theater or like doing an open mic at Mellow Mushroom to like 4 kitchen staff.
I hear you, but
Oh, but that pizza
my Mellow
slaps.
Mushroom has a Cuban pizza one, and it's fucking fire.
I hate Mellow
Yeah.
Mushroom.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you hate
but-
Mellow Mushroom. I'm sorry,
I had
Mercury.
a guy who owned a Mellow Mushroom franchise, and he fucked me. And I swear to God, Rick, if you're still out there, you owe me $370.
So wait, the name is ironic. That's not very mellow of him.
No, it was not very Cash Money or Mellow of
Oh,
him,
neither?
or Chill.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Did you see? Look, can I say they are all in an all-out panic about Kamala because the public polls we're seeing have her losing by a lot and all. She's losing, like, I think, 5 out of the 6 swing states.
Bullshit. I saw an NBC News poll the other night said they were dead even. 48-48. That's what I saw.
They are pulling out all the stops. Look, did you see Obama talking down to black men? This was awesome.
We're in the first hour of ROTC, available on YouTube, and I want to make it very known that I trust the mainstream media.
Oh, the mainstream media is the best. Anyone who calls the lamestream media is one of those QAnon conspiracy theorists.
What are you, Mark Levin? Ugh.
Yeah, seriously. What are you, an underground bunker in Jupiter, Florida?
Jupiter.
is that we have not yet.
Okay, question, and this is a real one. How much money that he's had sex with that gay here? How much money that he's had sex with that gay black guy back there?
One that looks like one of the Osendarios.
Yeah. How much
probably.
money? Look here. Look at the back. Look on the back.
Oh yeah, all three of them.
Is that
Look, I want to make it clear that I'm exhausted. We are losing really badly.
I haven't had time to campaign because I'm the one that's actually running the country.
I was able to get most of America to vote for a senile old man.
Yep.
And this is yet my biggest challenge.
You know, Obama got most of America to vote for a gay black guy and then a senile old man, and now he's coming up with Kamala going like, I can't. Like, what do you want from me?
They
here?
got a guy elected.
I'm only human.
They got a guy elected who was smoking crack cocaine.
Yeah.
Weighing it out in videos. Getting foot jobs. I mean, just wild shit.
And that's just Obama.
The biggest crooks in the world. The son was an absolute liability. He obviously had dementia early on, and they still got him in.
Yeah.
And they have no chance with Kamala. That's how bad she is.
Here, we'll play the Obama clip here in a second, but I did want to show you something because did you see this? SNL is actually going after Kamala in a hard, not like in this is I want you to watch this. And by the way, Dana Carvey plays Biden. This is very funny. Maya Rudolph, of course, playing Kamala.
Who is, I mean, you're not going to get anyone better.
Yeah.
All right, come on. That's already funny.
Yep.
Oh, man, that felt good. And Donald doesn't think I'm black.
All right.
Good so far. Trust me, Virgie.
Is fucking SNL funny right now? What
Yeah,
the fuck
no.
is happening?
I already know what's going on. It is because the two people in this skit were on SNL when it was funny. It's Maya Rudolph and Dana Carvey.
Yeah,
that's the reason this is funny.
Sense.
They're trying to gaslight you into thinking they're
But
funny.
it's not. The old cast is still funny. Yeah.
Michael Che is still the head writer on this show, so let's not get excited.
Felt good. And Donald doesn't think I'm black. Okay, listen up, everyone. We couldn't have gotten here without one man, and his name is Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
Get on out here, Joe Biden.
This is the best Biden impression I've ever seen.
By the way, did Carvey, because I saw several sketches, did they just keep him in the Biden makeup all night and just all he did?
Yeah.
Folks, that's right. A lot of people forget I'm president, including me. And guess what? And by the way.
All right. That's a banger line for Biden. Guess what? And by the way.
And by the way. I think I did a pretty good job. I passed more bills than any president in history. But folks, we still got work to do, no joke. I'm being serious right now. Come on. And guess what? And by the way.
Guess what? And by the way, it's such a great thing that he picked up about him. That's why Dana Carvey's very good at impressions. He picks up little specific things that they do.
The fact of the matter is,
the rich don't pay their fair share.
They gotta pay the fair share. We gotta build back better. Build back the better, the better, the better, the better. Build back the better. Can't believe it's not butter.
Thank you, Joe Biden. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. And I just want to say thank you, Joe Biden. Thank you for putting country first and for handing over the reins.
I didn't want to.
That's the pretty succinct summary of this whole scenario.
I don't want to.
They made me. And guess what? And by the way, the fact of the matter is, no joke, this is serious right now. Being serious. Anyway, in conclusion, me and Vice President Harris are the same.
Oh, okay. Ha ha. Great stuff. Joe, thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Goodbye, Joe. Goodbye,
He's got the walk down.
Listen, all right? We got to stay focused, okay? And let me tell you something. If we win together, we can end the dramala. End the traumala. And go relax in our pajamas. Because if there's one thing I know, he's back. All right, you want in?
This is honestly, this is visually art because this summarizes what these two have been doing to each other.
Oh yeah, no, they don't stop. They don't stop. Oh God,
he's back.
Okay. Hey,
he sniffs her.
there.
He fucking
Oh my
sniffs
God.
her. Dude, they did a sniffing reference. That blew me away.
Jesus.
This is improv. I think Carvey improv this. It felt like she didn't know he was going to do it.
Yeah.
And by the way, I don't know if you've heard Dana Carvey has been dragging Kamala. Have you heard Dana Carvey on Spade's podcast?
Yeah,
dragging
he's
her.
pretty.
You want in?
Yeah.
Come on in. Okay. Hey there.
Yeah, she looks like she's about
Is
to
that nice?
fucking die laughing. She looks like she's gonna die laughing.
He's trying to break. He's trying to break.
Okay. Hi there. Okay.
How did I get back here?
I don't know.
It's fucking all right. That was
I'm telling you, that was funny. But it's to point out, look, whether you found it funny or not, it doesn't matter. It's the fact that SNL knows that they're cooked. They're cooked, right? They got
to pretend to be cool. Everyone's gonna do this thing now where they kind of move back to the center, and they're like, "Nah, I'm pretty based actually." And you're like, "No, you're not.
Yeah,
no, you're not."
we make fun of everybody.
No, you don't.
Sorry, we've been taking names for the past 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And,
You know what?
Like a Dead Sea Scroll.
Yeah.
It looks like an Elder Scroll. It's so big.
And yes, Dead Sea Scroll because all the biblical names in it, but also a lot of precious metals too. Fucking crazy.
We have not yet seen the same.
You know what's cool about him? How he like stands there with his hands in his pocket, like he's just like Joe Everyman.
Well, I'm playing with myself.
Oh, I have a hole in all my dockers.
I can smell the musk of the guy standing behind me.
Remember when my personal chef who knew too much went kayaking at 3 a.m. and died? We don't talk about that
We
anymore.
don't talk about that, huh?
That kind of just disappeared, huh?
What happened to
Like the
Gay
Epstein
Chef?
flight log?
Same kinds of
Late night
energy
kayaking chef.
and turnout in all quarters of our neighborhoods and communities as we saw when I was running.
Man, even Obama has like just low energy.
He doesn't like Kamala either.
But he also knows they're cooked. Look, Obama would go out there and advocate for anyone he doesn't like. That's not what this is about.
Wait, you're saying he's not genuine?
Obama is like LeBron James, right? He doesn't care what team he's playing for. He just wants to win championships.
Mm-hmm.
He'll stab anyone in the back and go to another team. Just if there's a better team. That's what he did with the Heat. So like Obama doesn't care that he doesn't like Kamala because he didn't like Joe Biden, but he doesn't like losing.
Well, like LeBron, they're both in the closet.
But you get my point. He doesn't. He doesn't want to attach his fucking right now. He's undefeated.
No, correct.
He's the New York Yankees right now. Like he's got 47 pennants. It's like he's untouchable. So it's like even though most people could go, you could afford to take an L. Everyone can afford to take an L once in a while. You can tell Obama is. Look what he did to a journalist that spoke out against him during his presidency. Look what he does to. He punishes people. He makes sure he always wins. And so he doesn't care that he doesn't like Kamala. He's out here going, yo, we got to get out there and rock the vote. And he's not feeling it because he's like, we're going to get. It's like when you see a coach going into World Series or a Super Bowl and they don't have a it's like, dude, yet last night it was like watching them have interviews with the Mets before they went up against the Dodgers and lost 9-0. And it was, you could see him even before the game. We're just going to, go out there and give it our best. We're just real blessed to be here right now. It's 100% come together as a team. There was no confidence. You're like, you're going to get murdered by a Japanese guy. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's like John Cena going against the Joey Straphanger, who's just in the ring without music.
Yeah, but he's like, I'm gonna give it my best.
Yeah, are you though? Because
It's
not
like, you know
though.
what it is? No, it's like a collision match.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they cut the old school promos before every match. Like every episode starts with every matchup, them cutting a quick promo, and it's like it's always like these two guys that like just started out together, and they're like, tonight will we beat FTR and CM Punk? And you're like, you're not though. Why are we even giving you mic time?
And
This
like
is ridiculous.
And like a collision show, the numbers are not great.
No. No.
They are not. They are. No one's really caring about this.
I also want to say that seems to be more pronounced with the brothers.
Listen, the brothers. The brothers. Yeah, the brothers. The brothers. Huh? Drink a lot of gin and juice in Hawaii?
You're as fake black as Kamala is.
Yeah, seriously.
So if you don't mind, just for a second, I'm going to speak to y'all.
I'm going to spit. Yo, drop a beat.
If you don't mind, I'm going to freestyle here.
Quiet
I'm
storm
going to basically spit off the dome, as they say.
Spaghetti, spaghetti, spaghetti.
And say that when you have a choice that is this clear.
Oh, wait. I think it is clear. I just think it's clear in the way you think it is.
When on the one hand you have somebody who...
Now, the world don't move to the beat of just one drum.
We're not doing different strokes. We're not doing different strokes.
What?
Feels a lot like different strokes.
Might be right for you.
I was moving on up to the east side.
Fish don't fry in the kitchen.
knows you. Went to college
If
with
this doesn't work, I know all the worst of the Family Matters intro.
I would love for him to just break the facade and be like, all right, level with me. You guys aren't going to vote for it.
Yeah, look, I'm wasting a lot of time here, okay? Well, let's see if they are.
Yeah.
So this is
Khalid Atef.
Yeah.
Ataf. This guy's got a great channel.
Asking actual brothers.
This guy is in Chicago. He has a gas station in the hood
This is awesome.
of Chicago.
Yeah. And he films, which is pretty cool concept of what he does. He kind of films everyday people come in and ask him questions and stuff.
Well, he does pranks too. Like
Yeah.
He gives out
Is this the one? Is
He's
this
the
the
guy
same
gives
guy
out
who
pink
gives
lighters.
dudes like
pink lighters.
Yeah, he's the pink
Or
lighter
one-
dude.
The one where he gave this one guy a free bumper sticker, and it's like honk. It's like I'm gay or something, and the guy got so pissed, and then the next guy was like, "I'll take it. I'm gay."
Dude, like customers will come in and be like, yeah, let me get a Swisher and let me get a lighter. And he'll be like, all right, he always gives them a pink lighter. And it's 10 minutes of them just going, yo, what the fuck, what is this, motherfucker? Like, you know I ain't going that way, motherfucker. Give me another fucking lighter. Or he'll purposely give, like, if he knows gangbangers, he'll give them the opposite color lighters and shit. Yeah, he's
this
wild,
guy's
dude.
nuts.
Yeah, he'll give,
Well,
like, a
I
guy
know
that's
that
all
one.
decked out in blue, he'll give him a red lighter. It's the funniest shit.
Yeah, but the people who come to his store fucking love him because, like, if you go
They
up
do.
to the counter and you're like, I'm short, he'll just give them shit.
All right.
Like, bro, he had people steal from him in one of the videos, and the entire fucking store comes out and is like, nah, don't do that to that man. We gonna whoop that ass, yo. It's funny as shit.
About to vote? Yeah. Who you voting for? Trump. Come on, bro. Harris tells backwards, bro. What? Harris. Man, we not voting for that, man. We voting for Trump, man. And who you voting for, Trump or Kamala? Man, Trump. We ain't that Indian ass, man. Who, Kamala? Yeah, we. Why you don't put her? Cause she them immigrants. I'm black. So why you ride with Trump so much? Them Venezuelans taking all our bread. Hey, Trump or Kamala? Shit, Trump. To be honest. Why Trump though? He used to keep immigrants out, so. You know, we was able for us to get jobs.
That's some real shit, though. Have you guys seen what's going on in Chicago with the Venezuelan gangs?
Oh, I would imagine.
Hold on.
I would imagine.
I got something
You got
coming.
it? You got it? Okay,
I would
cool.
imagine
All right,
the
well, just-
brothers, as Obama calls them, have been having
Here.
a bit of spirited competition.
Yeah.
No, they're literally gearing up for war, dog. I've seen some of the shit.
Oh,
in the
are you
telegrams.
talking about the Fincher in the Park production of Seven?
Yeah, it's pretty much gonna be that, dog.
So, you know, we was able for us to get jobs. It's hard for us to get jobs now, shit, because immigrants taking over. They do it better than us, though, but they take...
They do it better than us, though. It's one of the most... I like this guy. The most honest thing you've ever heard.
He's going places.
Yo, they do it better than us, though.
All right, so this election around, you voting for Trump? Hell yeah, fuck Camilla. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not for her. Her Venezuelans, for them. That's over with. I don't with her. Like, what would make you want to vote for Kamala? I ain't gonna lie. We was the last 2 people on Earth. Still wouldn't do that shit.
So the hundreds of millions of dollars they have poured into these communities to try to convince these people she is a proud black woman.
That worked.
And not a penny of it has worked. They're literally going, fuck that Indian ass.
If any of these people were allowed to vote, this would be a big deal.
Well, they can at Chicago.
Oh, they're felons can vote. What you didn't expect was we're going to vote for Trump, idiot.
This guy can vote as many times as he wants to get back online.
Oh, hell yeah.
In Chicago. Cares. They're not IDing people.
Bro, great. It's like that. Yeah, it's like that. I don't with her. I go with Trump. She ain't no good. I'll put it like that. So whoever want to believe and go with her, check her history. Y'all turn around then. So you wouldn't vote for a black woman? It's gonna be the first black woman in office.
Let me tell you something, man. Ain't no man is gonna listen to no woman.
You have really like.
Amen, brother. Amen, brother.
The Democrats, ever since the unpleasantness.
That's a good way to say
of
it.
2020, because I don't want to say the word of the thing.
No. It was a totally secure election, and it was
no,
also...
I didn't mean that. I meant the unpleasantness leading up to 2020 with the...
Well, scientists list saved our life, so I'm fine with that.
They did.
That thing. I'll say that when the scientists came and saved us.
You can still hear nurses doing the cha-cha slide.
During that time,
slide to the left.
I really started thinking, man, even I kind of like underestimated black people's resistance to like propaganda in general, and it's like they're just not buying it. Like, it's so funny watching them going like, hell no, man. It's like they're not.
Remember when Fauci, they're doing that. They were doing that
door to door thing,
and then they were like, get out of here, beat it.
He started. No, he was actually wanted to argue with them.
Yeah.
They gave up. It was even funnier if they were telling him get off my property. That would have been a dumb video. The fact that like he just kept going. Oh, and the other thing, what happened back in 1946? We had some airmen, and y'all told us that was safe. And then finally, you just see Fauci like nudge the mayor, and he's like, come on, let's get out of here. And they just started walking
I would
away,
leave
all
if I were
sad,
you too.
And the guy was standing on a porch going, I'm still talking.
He was yelling questions at them as they were walking away.
It's hilarious.
You wouldn't vote for a black woman? It's going to be the first black woman in office.
Let me tell you something, man. Ain't no man is gonna listen to no woman.
Amen, brother.
Not in y'all country or my country or another country.
Well,
There's no man.
Especially not y'all's country.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure this is Khalid's country. He doesn't sound like a first-generation Muslim.
He is.
He's like third or fourth.
Yeah,
dog.
he's like, he sounds like a kid from Chicago.
He's a first generation. He was born in Dearborn, Michigan.
He just mastered the accent.
Man, gonna listen to no woman.
I mean, but we can make history.
Man, we could, but it's not gonna be history, bro. That's gonna start World War III soon she get in.
A lot of these homies are plugged in, like more than people realize now, huh?
Kamala or Trump? Trump?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Kamala till it's backwards, bro.
Man, what are you talking? Kamala, we voting for Trump, boy. What are you talking about? You know damn well we don't Kamala.
Why?
Trump.
Why, bro?
Give out free skins and everything. You tweaking.
Yeah, that's how you feel.
Ain't do us. You tweaking.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I vote Kamala.
Man, we you and Kamala.
Come on, bro. I can't even have my opinion. Damn, bro.
Bro, you voting for you, so you with that all them Venezuelans.
There it is again.
Wait a second.
Dude,
this black gentleman's being a little racist.
It's literally about Venezuelans with Chicago, dude.
Yeah, because it's aliens versus super predators.
Look, I know.
Oh my fucking Christ! That's one of the.
Oh God, that is
aliens versus super predators. It's what it is, bro.
Shut it down. We're done for the day.
Oh no.
You with all?
No one's beating aliens versus super predators. Why are we even here?
Listen, I'm not going to be like Benny Johnson and Cat Turd and all these other morons and go, just tweet for engagement and go, hey, could Trump flip Chicago? Obviously, that's never going to happen. But I would like to see what the dent in the numbers would be I just want the dent in the numbers to be enough for them to go, we got to switch up our messaging.
Well, I mean, look, here's the
'cause
truth.
This is not working for us.
We are going to, after the election, we are going to see, we then are going to be able to see the difference between years to see actually what happened. And I think black women are going to stay the same. I think black women, no matter what, but I think.
Take it from me, they will.
Yeah.
They don't change.
No, they don't. Well, they do change their outfits a lot, though. That's a different reason.
Well, there is a way for black women to not vote for Kamala Harris. They need to be convinced Kamala Harris is a black woman.
They don't think that, though. That's what
the
it is.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So here we go. Did you see this, the pro Kamala ad, the Men for Kamala ad? This is real, by the way. I thought it was a parody, but it's not. This ad was made, actually, as you'll see by the lack of comedy, by one of Jimmy Kimmel's writers. Ready?
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man, man. And I'm man enough.
I'm man enough to enjoy a barrel-proof bourbon.
Neat. Man enough to cook my steak rare.
Man enough to deadlift 500 and braid the out of my daughter's hair.
You don't deadlift 500.
You think I'm afraid to
You
rebuild
don't see
the
your
car-
daughter.
Yeah, there's a lot of things here that aren't happening.
We're all calling BS on this.
500 and braid the out of my daughter's hair.
You think I'm afraid to rebuild a carburetor?
I think
Who still has cars with carburetors in them?
I tell you, we're not afraid of the carb part of that.
Carburetor?
Maybe that's what he thinks carburetor is
seriously.
carbohydrates.
You're a fucking carburetor.
You're rebuilding yourself entirely out of carbohydrates.
Afraid to rebuild a carburetor? I eat carburetors for breakfast. I ain't afraid
Well,
of bears.
you should stop doing that.
Yeah.
Because
Maybe have some protein for breakfast.
Maybe you're having an allergic reaction to all the precious metals.
Yeah, seriously. And you're not a cowboy because you'd kill any horse you'd sit on. So, like, what are we doing here? He has to ride the fucking steer that Mongo wrote in Blazing Saddles.
He's the one outlaw that's on a camel.
Yeah.
I ain't afraid of bears.
That's what bear hugs are.
Well, okay, first off, hold on a second. I know you're not afraid of bears. Look, you love bears. You're a big bear guy.
Also, let's be fair, right? Nobody's afraid of bears when there's not one around. I'm not afraid of bears. I'll talk shit about bears right now because we don't really have them around here. But if I see a bear and it's within like 20 feet of me, I'm running.
There's a lot of
I'm
bears.
scared of
There's a lot
bears.
of bears in Ybor.
Those are different. You're
What?
thinking
He's
of
not
different
scared of
ones.
those bears.
That's what bear hugs are for.
I'll tell you another thing I sure as shit am not afraid of. Women.
I am. I'm terrified of women.
Yeah.
Their voting pattern, their behavior when they're near their period.
You know what guys aren't afraid of women? Gay guys.
Gay guys aren't afraid of women.
Yeah. The rest of us are terrified of them.
I'm not afraid of women.
I'm not afraid of women.
I am completely terrified of them.
They scare the shit out of me.
They're the worst things in the world.
They want to control their bodies? I say go for it.
Yeah, you'd seem like the guy that would say that.
I also love controlling women's bodies. I time the radiators.
If I'm making this commercial, I'd be like, can we pick the less creepy guy to bring up the women's bodies part? They picked but it's not weird.
Yeah.
Like, there was like 3 normal guys in this commercial, and then it cuts to Randy Quaid in a Take 5 oil change center.
Hell yeah.
Going, I think women should be able to do what they want with their bodies. You're like, all right, we're just going to keep that take, huh? All right, cool.
I respect a woman's right to choose unless it's sex with me.
Why couldn't the Nets guy say it? He's just got a dress shirt and a ball cap on.
This guy, too. Yeah, but you know what? $2 million is the minimum. They have to pay him no matter what.
Dude, this guy looks like
Detective Crashmore from I Think You Should Leave.
Okay, I was gonna go with the old guy from Groundhog Day that Bill Murray keeps trying to bring back to life.
He looks like a horror movie Santa.
Use IVF to start a family? I'm not afraid of families.
They want to be childless cat ladies?
Have all the cats you want.
Okay.
Woman wants to be president?
Well, I hope she has the guts to look me right in the eye and accept my full-throated endorsement.
Look, man, we're still on YouTube right now, and you can't tee me up like this,
bro. This guy has given so many full-throated endorsements; it's crazy.
He gave 3 full-throated endorsements right before they filmed this.
Yeah, bro. This guy has no endorsement gag reflexes. You know, at his voting precinct, they have these holes where you could be at the business end of an endorsement, whatever you want.
Yeah, it's very patriotic. They're called Old Glory Holes.
Old Glory Holes at the endorsement center.
They have a little American flags on them.
Because I'm man enough to support women. Man enough to know what kind of donuts I like.
Here's the thing, though. If you're man enough, then sometimes you need to tell women that their instincts are the worst.
Yeah.
And they need to stop.
Mm-hmm.
And if
Man
you
enough-
don't, guess what? You don't, because deep down, you're actually afraid of women. So you sound like Oberman right now. They're afraid. And it's like you're holed up in your house hiding.
Yeah, you're afraid.
Yeah, with your little laminated badge around your neck. I think you're pretty afraid. I went to Fuddruckers last week and had a burger and had beers. Oh, I didn't think Fuddruckers.
They're not around anymore. I was
They are. We have a Fuddruckers.
Yeah, we're talking about real places.
No, not where you live.
Yeah, we're a real
Yeah,
place.
you guys
Yeah,
still
we're-
have like Quiznos.
There's
and
no-
Circuit. You guys still have Circuit
Wait,
Cities.
You know,
Quiznos is great. Circuit City is an institution.
if you're dead in Orlando, you're dead everywhere. If you
Yeah.
don't have an Orlando location,
You
your
don't-
franchise
you don't
is
exist
dead.
anymore.
Because even all the dying franchises,
We had the last
still have a
Bennigans. We had the
celebration.
last Bennigans.
Yes. It's like it's always celebration. Or
Yeah.
like downtown Disney, they'll be like, yeah, there's still one of those things around.
What kind of donuts I like.
Man enough to admit I'm lost, even when I refuse to ask for direction.
Oh, okay. Here, let me help you out. The gay club is
Man enough to not ban young women from reading Little Women.
By the way, who's asking for directions in 2024? Do you not have Waze? It's like literally pre-installed and everything.
Yeah.
Man enough to not ban young women from reading Little Women.
Who has ever proposed that?
I can't think of anybody on either side that would have ever proposed.
Who has ever recommended? Look, I think we need to ban the book Little Women.
I'd rather ban Catcher in the Rye, that hack piece of shit book.
Why are they so childish when they describe things?
Because they only read Harry Potter, bro. These people have no idea.
Directions.
Man enough to not ban young women from reading Little Women.
And everything is little to you.
Mm-hmm.
Or one of those pants books that the sisters like.
I'm man enough to raw dog a flight. It sucked. Not worth it.
Yeah, the topical meme humor is
trying.
really
Yeah,
good.
that's
topical meme.
That was
humor.
like that recent thing that thing they kept doing the
Yeah.
raw dogging.
Yeah.
It's.
I'm man.
How about raw dog a flight attendant or shut the fuck up?
Yeah, that's.
How's that
Can
sound?
we go back to making America great again?
Yeah.
We were raw dogging flight attendants. By the way, I just want to. ROTC does not recommend raw dogging flight attendants.
No, we don't. We don't.
They get around. They literally
Literally.
a flight attendant
literally
literally caused the most famous deadly thing that I don't want to say.
Monkeypox.
Not worth it. I'm man enough to be emotional in front of my wife.
You don't have a wife, so it's easy to be emotional. I'm man enough to be emotional in front of my AI wife.
No, he has a wife, but it's one of those like Elizabeth Smart, like 14-year-olds that he kidnapped.
God.
I'm man enough to be emotional in front of my wife.
In front of my kids.
In front of my horse.
Who I have sex with.
By the way, I love that. I love that he clearly doesn't have a horse.
No.
This is on a stage, and they have the like. It's slightly off so that you can't see it's a fake horse.
It's a fake horse.
I'm man enough.
So somebody already looked up all the actors in this. All of them are, of course, LA actors.
Of course.
And two of them have been in gay things because they're gay.
Well, yeah.
To tell you that I cry at Love Actually.
Yeah, I cry at Love Actually because someone's made me watch it again. I cry every time. I'm like, it's not a good movie.
Yeah, I cry. I'm like, not this again.
Love Actually sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Goodwill Hunting.
West Side Story. That and Predator.
And I'm sick of so-called men domineering, belittling, and controlling women just so they can feel more powerful.
This is
It's literally awesome. The best part about being a dude, bro.
This is so cringe. These, by the way, these are the scariest guys to have your daughter around.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, in this case, or your son.
That's not how my mama raised me.
No. Your mama raised you on too many carbs. Fucking Hurley over here from Lost is fucking endorsing Kamala.
How my mama
The
raised
fucking,
me.
the fucking carbonara cowboy over here.
I like that.
Kenny ate Spenny.
My mama raised me.
I love women.
No, you
see, but again,
no, you don't. You're gay. You love your mother.
Here's the
That
thing,
is
though.
the gayest pose. That is the gayest pose a man could make.
You're also like the most suspect when you say when you have to say all this shit out loud. It's like when somebody's like, "I'm a nice person. I'm the nicest person. I'm such a good person. It's the same. I love women. I respect women are the best. Are women great?" You're like, are you gonna like R-word a woman or something? Because I feel like it feels like you're being very insistent about how good you are to women.
I was at Epcot and I actually saw a dude for Kamala like in the wild. Like, and I've never seen one because nobody. The guy was wearing actually, this is a pretty funny story. The guy was wearing a Harris Waltz hat. And it was the camo one.
Ew.
The camouflage one, right? So
badass.
He was standing there and he had a here, as a matter of fact, I took a picture of him, and I'm allowed to post it because it was in Epcot and it was in a public place. So here you go. And I really don't feel bad about it. So this is the guy, right? And I see this dude, and as you can see by his watch, he has a Pride like band on his smartwatch, right? And he's got the Harris Waltz hat, whatever, and he's standing there. Now my best guess, the way they were talking was. They weren't friends, but they all seemed like they had worked for Disney and they were on their day off hanging out. He was hanging out with a woman who was his wife, apparently. I know, and thought he was gay too. It was his wife, and he was there with two gay dudes and then a black dude and his girlfriend. And it looked like they all worked for Disney, but they were just hanging out. We were just sitting there. I was just listening to him talk, and he was like trying to be funny, and he was telling dad jokes like, what's the difference between a chickpea and a lima bean? I wouldn't pay $100 for a woman to lima bean on me or something like that. Like one of those jokes, right? And it was those kind of jokes, and he thought he was fucking killing. And the two gay dudes are there, they're laughing, whatever. And he's wearing his waltz hat, and then his wife is like a younger Asian woman. Felt mail ordery, right? But you could tell he was just trying to be accepted by the gay dudes, like the way he was talking, whatever. As soon as he walks away, he goes, "Okay, well, I'm going to get out of here. You got to lock me up because I'm so wacky." He was one of those guys. Like, I'm the funny one. As soon as he walked away with his Asian wife, the two gay dudes go. One goes, the other goes, "I feel so bad for his wife. He's so fucking annoying." I swear to God. And I was trying not to laugh. And I was like, "Oh, God, you did this entire thing." And they were like, "He's so fucking annoying."
Can I point something out, too?
Yeah.
He specifically put that fucking Pride band
on to be
for that day.
accepted. To be accepted. And the hat.
This guy definitely has a box full of different, like,
Yeah.
because you can with all those, like, e-watches now. They just sell tons of different little bands you can pop on and off. Same thing with the Fitbits.
Yeah.
So, he specifically pulled out the Pride one that day.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to impress
the gays. Cause
and they're talking behind your
in
back.
the moment he walked away, they were just fucking ripping on him. And
Makes
I was
me
like,
so
"You
happy."
fucking moron.
Good.
You deserve it. Did you see this?
Look, by the way, I will tell you this right now. Lord Jamar, always based.
Yeah.
He's too based for this world.
You into politics?
Yes.
Kamala, how you feel about her?
I'm not fucking with her.
Dude, it's an epidemic going on.
Her and the fucking and the Ganji she rode in on, god damn it. She's insulting to black people. First of all, she's not black. Okay? And when I say black, I mean like a foundational black American, somebody that grew up with black American culture.
She's credibly informed that she came from a middle-class family, and her grandma that she has a picture with was dead for 4 years before she was born, okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Lord Jamar. Have you seen her record collection?
Okay? She does not.
She likes collard greens.
Not understand us, regardless if she went to Howard and became an AKA.
Oh
Plenty
my
of
God!
white
is that
people
what
go
black
to
people call them AKAs?
Mm-hmm.
Howard, fucking Chinese people. You don't have to be black to go to a fucking HBCU, and that does not make you black.
Yeah, a lot of black schools have white quarterbacks.
Yeah, or kickers at least.
definitely kickers.
At least a punter. Or two.
Her circle of friends was not black.
Yo, you know that punter fucks so many black chicks that he's still on a football player. He's still a football player. You know,
That's so true.
He goes to all these fucking black parties, and he's the hoodest
small white guy with just a big black girlfriend.
Hey, what up? I'm on the football team.
She's being disingenuous by even calling herself Kamala Harris. Her last name is Emhoff, okay? She's married to a man named Emhoff, okay?
Uh-oh.
That's her last
Careful
name.
now,
Why
bud.
are you not leading with that? I'll tell you why. Because you want to fucking pretend that you're black to get the black vote, okay? I knew what they were going to do with her the minute they brought her in. I said, oh, they brought a female Obama in. She looks like Obama.
She wishes.
You know, she got the same phonetics Obama, Kamala. Like, it's the same. They tried to do the same but she fell short because she's not the same type of orator that this guy is.
Fucking based. Fucking Lord
No,
Jamal.
Lord Jamal's
I remember
always
before,
been
he's
based.
fucking based.
By the way, hates white people.
No,
But-
and fine.
but that he's allowed to.
Cool.
But he is allowed to.
But you know who hates more than white people? Fake ass black people.
Yeah, he's not like it.
Diggy bro.
And Jews. He talks about them a lot.
Broad.
I like black people that hate white people, bro. That shit's based.
She cackles all the fucking time. She lies. She doesn't answer a fucking question. Not once in that debate did she answer anything that was asked of her. So she thinks that we are stupid and that we are just going to vote for her off of identity politics.
The problem is up until this election, everybody kind of was, though.
And probably still by a,
A
large
lot,
percentage.
majority
will
still. I
will.
think it'll be less, but the majority still will.
I'm sorry, sir, but we know that women are emotional by nature.
What?
Name one time that's ever happened.
Like, let's just keep it real.
The Falkland Wars.
Okay.
All of this trying to make history and all of this type of shit is some bullshit. We don't need a woman. When's the last time you had a beef or you saw a gang of dudes going into war and they had a woman in the front leading them?
I mean, again, technically the Falkland War.
That's retarded, and you wouldn't want to see it. You wouldn't want to be a part of that fucking group. You wouldn't, you know what I mean?
Oh, you saw the big gotcha on Trump? Was like Trump apparently was caught at a Republican like donor thing calling Kamala retarded.
Yeah, that was very funny.
Based.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone kept saying that. That's awesome, though.
So the same
Didn't
guy.
I thought we had a follow up on the Venezuelan thing.
I do. I have it.
Okay.
It's coming. It's coming.
We're teasing. Oh, is it something that we probably gotta be careful?
All
All right, fair enough.
We're gonna want to be careful. on it.
Okay.
I know what he's got.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, trust me, it'll be more fun if we do it not on YouTube. But the same guy that did the waltz, that did the dudes for Kamala video, made this. This is another real thing. Enjoy.
I love sinking into the couch, cold beer in my mouth, rooting for the twins and Tim.
And Tim. And Tim.
Do some of these people think that this is good, or are they just taking the paycheck and phoning it in? Being like, let's just all I got to do is give them a jingle about Tim.
This
Walz.
is, again, I want to point out the guy doing this and the other one is one of Jimmy Kimmel's writer. I think he thinks this is good. I really do think that.
Love, sharing all my tools, playing by the rules, keeping those edges trim. And Tim.
I love giving awkward back rubs, teenage boys hugs.
Who likes loaning out their tools? I mean, you do it if you're a
Nobody.
good neighbor, but he's like, why would you like that? It's one thing to be willing to do it because, hey, I like my neighbor. Hey, you know what? Tom came over yesterday, told me he needed to borrow some stuff. I said, no problem. But who's ever going to be like, I love giving my shit away. It's so much fun.
I saw a dude who had a shirt on that just said property of Ned Flanders, and it fucking
That's
popped me.
very
It
funny.
fucking
That's
popped
good.
me.
Love, leaving my white notes, making a plan to vote, helping Kamala win.
This is what they think.
Who's
men are
looking
like?
at this and going, yep, I'm hyped.
Nobody.
I'm hyped.
Absolutely nobody.
And Tim. love you, damn.
You got annihilated at the debate.
Go get him, coach.
Go get him, coach.
What is wrong with you people? Listen, I don't want Kamala to win, but I feel bad that you doing this. Like, guys, you got to do better than this.
I am proud to say that we have never on this show ever once worshipped Trump in the way that some of these people worship on both sides. It's kind of insane. Like, even when we have bad candidates on our side, we kind of go like, man, this guy's a disaster. Like, Herschel Walker was one of them. We're like, oh, this guy's a disaster, but we want him to win because he's a disaster, you know?
Yeah.
Same, we rooted, we were fair. We rooted for Herschel Walker. We rooted for John Fetterman.
Yes, for
Because
the
we're
content.
we're bipartisan.
Let's see. Did you see this?
Love you, all I do.
It's.
I hate it.
Let's play it again.
That's the whole video, Merch.
That's the video.
whole
I wish I
video.
could tell you there was more.
That's the entire thing they put out.
She was kidnapped by federal agents, sir. You respect her.
The whole video.
I'll play it again.
I
No,
just,
you missed it.
I have this image. I just picture like James Carville jumping out a window like Tom and Baratheon in Game of Thrones.
Can you imagine? James Carville. Fucking
just
losing
watches
his mind.
this, and it's like, excuse me for a moment. I gotta use the restroom. And he goes in the bathroom, and you just hear.
Like Breaking Bad with the tater tots guy. Oh God, yes.
What the hell just happened? James Carville just offed himself. He couldn't take it.
Oh man. Okay, so the other two Venezuelan things. We could do this one on this side and then the other one on the other side. So remember that gang of Venezuelans that had taken over that apartment complex and they started,
No, I remember that didn't happen. I remember that was just a bunch of typical right-wing talking points.
Well, just as a
on the Venezuelan gangs taking over the apartment building in Colorado.
We have new information on what we've learned is happening inside an apartment complex. This video shows armed men walking through a building, knocking on doors, then entering an apartment. The apartment complex is at 12th and Dallas and Aurora.
In doing so, have taken over several apartment complexes.
Venezuelan gangs are taking over the real estate. They're becoming real estate developers. And they have... Do they get little cards? Their little card is a bullet.
Yes! That's great. That was good. That was quick. That was quick. Gotta give it to him.
Kamala Harris will work to deliver on that and secure the border.
Who's to blame? Carousel.
So you get it. So now, CBZ Management, that's the management company that owns the property, has been getting a lot of shit, and they've been trying not to get political. But now they're accusing them of lying and all that stuff. So they went on Twitter and says, gangs have control of several properties in Aurora, Colorado. In an attempt to discredit this fact for political purposes and avoid governmental accountability, some have spread false information about our situation. Let's set the record straight. 1, we started managing these buildings. When new owners acquired the Colorado properties in 2019. At the time, the properties were in poor condition, and our mission was to renovate them, thereby increasing their value. This was an ambitious project that would significantly benefit the people of Aurora while providing returns for the homeowners. We understood, so go on and on, whatever. So this is a picture. They renovated the apartments. Actually, looks pretty nice, with floor, whatever.
Apartment. All
yeah.
right.
Then they said the gangs arrived. After some time, we noticed a rise in crime and tenant complaints. The most alarming moment occurred when our local CBZ representative was attacked at the end of 2023. This is the gang that they attacked him and beat the shit out of him. Here.
Yeah, they have it on video,
They have it on video, look. So this is obviously... So here's what they were doing. That's him kicking his ass right there. So here's what they were doing. After the attack, CBZ representatives, he began getting threatening text messages. We also frequently found people illegally occupying newly vacated apartments during the scheduled tour. This was initially attributed to the influx of migrants exploiting squatters' laws. We even received, remember, Aurora is a sanctuary city.
Yeah.
We even received the call from a tenant returning from vacation only to find strangers living in his apartment. So the gang had taken over the building. They were giving out phony rental agreements to people. So to be fair, a lot of people that were living there.
Can you go back? I just want to point out the most important part. The legitimate tenant was forced
sorry.
to find a new home after police couldn't help him.
Correct. When confronted, many of these illegal tenants and squatters claimed that they had already paid rent, which we soon realized was true, but not to us. They were paying off the gang. To address this entity, gangs, we contacted every city official we could to think for help. Finally, the ADP, FBI, and Homeland Security informed us that those sending the messages and controlling our buildings were part of the notorious Tren de Agua gang from Venezuela. They also mentioned that our situation was just a blip on the radar as the gang is causing significant problems nationwide. 2 different days after the FBI meeting, the gangs confronted our on-site manager, asserting control over the 3 properties.
This is some like dystopian future warlord type.
Yep.
This is wild.
They offered an ultimatum: share rental income 50-50 or lose the buildings permanently. They also threatened to harm him and his family. For the safety of our management team, their families, we withdrew them from the properties and focused on seeking help from government agencies. Once we fully understood what we and other tenants were facing, we expected a swift response from the city offering meaningful resources and police protection, perhaps even from our National Guard, to help us rein control to our properties. That never happened. Instead, we were left helpless watching as violence, bullets, and destruction overtook our building. Many of our legitimate tenants fled out of fear. Despite the obvious crisis, several city officials refused to acknowledge a reality. Instead, they blamed us, citing code violations.
Yeah, it's clearly your fault.
As far as what happens next, the city says unless the property owners remedy every single documented violation, the city will designate the building as unsafe due to its condition.
Okay, but here's the problem. The code violations, they sent a guy in to check the code violations, and they turned his face into chop meat. So what do you want?
Finally, one city councilman, Dana Jurinsky, decided to take action after one last remaining legitimate tenant, Cindy Romero, reached out in desperation. Keep in mind, they pushed out all the legitimate tenants. All that were there were them holding the building.
Crazy.
Luckily, Cindy and her own cameras, most of ours have been destroyed by the gangs, provided video proof of the councilwoman. She realized the city could no longer ignore the situation and was documented on camera. Once they gathered sufficient video evidence, she assisted the tenant in relocating to safety.
There have been rumblings of new gang activity in Aurora all summer. Officials have skated around the topic, but now there's video.
They have to skate around the topic because they'll be called racist in their sanctuary city.
And victims they can't deny.
It's really like being held hostage.
Cindy was a prisoner.
It's literally like being held
hostage. No, it is being held hostage.
Ma'am, you're being held hostage.
You're a hostage.
Yeah. Despite clear evidence, many still deny the reality of the situation. Some use us as scapegoats, and that's why we're no longer staying silent. We will continue to counter falsehoods. Now, this part is let me go back a little bit more. There, one more. We went there. Okay, so then this is the you're gonna love the what the media's fuck. Where is it? Hold on, I'll find it. There was a reporter that commented.
I know what you're talking about.
I got it. I know where it is, man. I got it. Okay. I know because I replied to the stupid reporter.
Yeah, we both did. I seen you were the one who fucking.
Yeah.
Where I see it from.
Let's see. Where is it? Okay, here it is. So Natalie Chuck from Denver 7. After, by the way, after the property manager laid everything out as good as you can. Guess as well as you can. She wrote, "Hi CBZ management. Question: My coworkers and I at Denver Channel, which is Denver 7, have repeatedly reached out to you for comment and clarification over the last several weeks. Why decide to put this out now, and why not choose to speak to local journalist early on when confusion started? It is the property manager's fault for not contacting Natalie Chuck from Denver 7.
Yeah, when they.
By the way, she's getting cooked.
Oh yeah, I can see the ratio. It's unbelievable.
She's getting cooked. But
they ran a fucking story like right out of the gate that said it was the property management's fault.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would they reach out to you?
Why would they go to you? And by the way, they did reply to her and they go, "We reached out to several other news stations. Nobody replied to us."
Yeah, and you wouldn't have done anything.
Yeah.
Actually, they said they reached out to several news stations. Most of them didn't reply, and the ones that did misrepresented them.
Yes. Houndseeker said USC is 3-3 and lost by 4, 7 and 3 in overtime. I'm sad, but could be worse. Could be the Cowboys. Cowboys are
They got, by the way, there was one game all weekend to watch where there was some competition. And sadly, it was the Bengals Giants, which nobody cared about. Every game Sunday was like 43-6, 28-3. It was just like it was so mismatched Sunday. It was like, I guess I'm watching now.
Well,
And then
the Dolphins didn't lose because they had a bye week.
there you go. And then I was like, oh, you know what? We got Dodgers Mets, maybe and it was like 6-0 in the third inning, and I'm like, I guess there's just no sports this weekend. Everything was like, I guess I'll just watch wrestling.
Stasher, even in their ad trying to convince men, it was all women's issues. Katamabo says these guys are acting like Ernest before Virgie optimized his program. Oh yeah, Virgie did optimize his programming. Antipathy just donated bread. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for the bread. Guys, ROTCstore.com.
It's
Go
a store.
check us out. That's right. We have our clothing there. And also, Bohemian Grove is coming up. Buy your tickets, guys. Bohemian Grove coming up.
We're going to be there Saturday night.
Yes.
So just a heads up there.
Friday night.
Yeah, if you don't go on Friday, we're not going to be there. It'll still be fun, but we're not going to be there. If you want to see us, go on Saturday.
It won't be fun unless we're there.
Yeah, well, I was trying to be
Sorry,
nice.
don't be
Jesus
nice.
Christ,
No.
man. What's wrong with you?
I want to make us look like we
like Top Lobster.
saved everything.
We like Top Lobster, or at least we pretend to.
Locals.
Guys, sign up for the locals, please. You
Yes.
want to see the old episodes? The good old days, as we call them. You get a whole archive of shows. You get our Wednesday shows exclusive for you. You get half of a Friday show every week. It's just on exclusively on locals now, and the whole archive, movie riffs, etc. RevengeOfTheSith.locals.com. I realize now I have to post the links in the chat because we are on YouTube, but it's also in the video description. Sign up. It's $7 a month, and you give us $7 a month. Pretty cool.
We will be right back. We're heading over right now to Rumble, the Locals exclusive. The next hour is all there. Don't miss out. Move over now. We'll be right back.
We're going to say it.
We're going to say it.